guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to be showing you how I created this entire look. It is my go-to makeup at the moment. I have been super busy. I've not had as much time as I usually do for doing my makeup, and I've started doing my makeup more natural but still glam. You know, still a glam queen. Never not going to be a glam queen. If you'd like to see how I created this entire look, then please stay tuned. Hello. Okay, so I thought that we would do a little bit of skincare in today's video. So the first thing I'm going to use is the Drunk Elephant C Firma Day Serum. I've been using this for ages and ages, so this is like one of the products that I use every single day. The next thing we're going to use is the It Cosmetics Secret Sauce Moisturiser. I've got loads of skincare at the moment, loads of which I've been using for ages. This is a new product to me, but I've been using this every other day because the moisturiser I usually use during the day is the Ole Henriksen Serious Brightening Cream. I'm starting to run out of this, but I just got this one through the post and I thought I wanted to try it, and I find that this moisturiser is so like illuminating for the kind of makeup I want today. So we're going to rub those two products together in our hands, a little potion if you will. Been listening to a lot of Harry Potter, and I'm just going to massage that into my face. My skin's been really good still. I've got a wee red mark here because I picked it. That'll be gone by tomorrow. And I just think that those two products mixed together give such a moisturised, like radiant base. Beautiful. Something that I've been really good with at the moment is eye cream, and I'm noticing a difference. Even though I'm tired sometimes, my dark circles are a lot less. So this is the Ole Henriksen Banana Bright Eye Cream. And I just get a little grain of rice sized amount on my ring finger. Rub that in, and then I just like dabbing it under my eye, giving that a little rub in, over the brow, and then a little bit over the lid as well. And that, my friends, is my daytime skin. Once I've done that, next thing is primer. I have been trialling out this secretly. A few videos ago I said I'm using a secret primer, and I can tell you this is it. This is the Ole Henriksen Banana Bright Face Primer, so it's the same kind of idea as the eye cream, and I get one pump of that. It's like a kind of banana colour, and I'm going to just use my fingers to massage that into my skin. It does exactly what it says in the tin. It just brightens the skin. It's one of those primers that you can use by itself just for a kind of smoother finish and a brighter complexion, but I have been really loving it underneath my makeup lately, and I just put it mostly in the centre areas, but I just give myself a little bit of me time, you know, to rub that in. Nice. Okay, next is foundation. I am going to use the Too Faced Born This Way foundation. This is in the shade Sand. You guys know I really like it. It's a great foundation. So I've got a pump and a half of that in the back of my hand, and we're just going to blend this in with the Smith 115 brush, which is my favourite foundation brush. Take our time to blend that in all over for a nice seamless base. It's a perfect amount of coverage. It's not too full. From what you guys say, from what the comments say in my videos, a lot of you guys with dry skin love this foundation because it's really nice and hydrating, but it's not slidey. It's a radiant coverage again, but it's not slidey either. Right over my lips. You can see that's just starting to smooth us out. We're just going to blend that in all over the face. I like to use a little bit more product just in the centre of my face. And that foundation, I would say it's a medium to full coverage. You can really build it up if you want, but it's the perfect amount of coverage to get rid of any kind of redness in the skin, any blemishes, and it's got really great lasting power as well. By the way, I've got tons left in the back of my hand, so you really don't need a pump and a half. Pump's fine. I'm going to go in with the Flower Beauty Light Illusion Concealer, and we're going to use not as much as usual. I'm still going to use it in the centre of my face. And then I've got a couple of wee blemishes, and then I'm going to use less under my eyes than I usually do. So just like this, just to add a wee bit of brightness, and that's all. And then we're not going to put any on our lid today. Lately, I have been a busy bee, all good stuff, but I've not had as much time to do as much makeup. And I've been doing this style of makeup for a little while now, and I have been just absolutely loving it. It's less than usual, but it still looks so finished and complete that I think it's just perfect for nights out, but it's also perfect for during the day. It's just great. The way that we're going to do the makeup today is going to be perfect for the night out if you are not a full glam wearer all the time. So you can see that we've got a really gorgeous coverage. You can still see the nice glow in my skin because of all our skincare products. Okay. The next product I'm going to use is a bronzer. This is the Pure Cosmetics Matte Bronzer in Dark. This is Bronzing Act. It is super dark, but when you use a little bit at a time, it is so gorgeous and it's such a nice tone. So I'm going to pick up a little bit on my Smith 118 brush and I'm just going to gently buff that nice and high, keeping it nice and high on my contour. And again, we're not going too heavy with it. And I like to bring that from the contour and then down and then onto the apples of the cheeks as well. It smells unbelievable. It smells so good. Not that that should matter, but to me it does. So we're going to use that bronzer just under our cheekbone, keeping it nice and high though. And you can see that that just adds a really nice touch of bronze. And I'm going to do the same thing to my forehead, sides of my nose. You guys know this. Just to add a little bit of sun to my nose, just so it doesn't get lost in my face. And then underneath my nose. And then what you can do if you want a little bit more of a contour is going with a smaller brush. This is the Smith 112 brush. It's my favourite contour brush. In with the product. And then because of the shape and the style of this brush, you can get right in at the contour. And you can see it just adds a little bit more depth. I'd call that like a baby snatch. This is just a wee baby snatch. Little tiny touch under my chin. This foundation colour is pretty good for me, so I don't need to go right down my neck. Now for blush, I'm really excited about this. I've actually not tried it before. This is the Natasha Denona Bloom Blush and Glow palette. So it looks pretty loud, the colours are pretty loud, but I just think I want to use a tiny little bit of this colour here. Maybe I'll use the same brush. I'm going to go in, and I'm just going to put it where I would put my blusher, which is just above my contour. Oh, and it gives a really lovely glow. It's funny, Natasha Denona products actually get me really excited. I think that they are expensive, but the products themselves are just so great. Really, really nice. Happy with that. Then to finish off the skin with a little bit of glow, I'm going to go in it with my Becca Opal. I'm going to go in with a Smith 103 brush, just on the tops of the cheekbone. And again, I've said this before, but the way that my highlighter goes on is so helped by the fact that I do not powder my skin until the very last minute. And I only powder in areas that I really need it. So because my skin is fresh and the foundation is nice and dewy and it's got a little bit of tack to it, the highlighter just sticks on perfect. A little bit of my Cupid's bow, little touch above my brow. We're going for a super glowy look today, but because of all the products we've used, it's not like blinding highlight, it's more like a whole glow to the entire skin. For nose, little Tin Man nose, gonna go in with an eyeshadow brush just to do the very tip of my nose and then the bridge. And then while you're at this stage, you can actually go ahead and highlight underneath the brow as well, because we're actually not going to be using any eyeshadow today. There we go, super glowy and gorgeous. For the powder, I'm actually going to be using another product from Pure. This is Balancing Act Mattifying Shine Control Powder. So it's the same kind of thing with a nice pattern on it. It smells the same. Oh my god, so good. And I'm going to take a little powder brush. This is the M.A.C F9 brush. And I'm just going to use this under my eyes. And the way that I like to use my powder is by buffing it into the skin. I don't layer it. I just buff it into the skin where I need it. And then also I'm just going to do my smile lines. And then my forehead as well. There we go. Perfect, really happy with that skin. Now I'm going to zoom you in and we're going to do our eyes. For eyes for this look, it is so easy, but it just makes you look a little bit more done up. We're not doing any eyeshadow, we're not doing any lashes. It's my kind of go-to these days, just because it's just so easy and it looks lovely. So I'm going to get a little bit more of my powder, and I'm just going to powder my lid, just because sometimes I can get oily lids a little bit. This will just take away the oil and make everything look nice and matte, just like so. I have some natural coloration in my lids. By that I mean you can kind of see a couple of veins through. They've got a little bit more of a darker appearance, which I do not mind. I'm totally fine with it. So what we're going to do is a little bit of liner. This is the Marc Jacobs Magic Marker. We're not going to do big wings, we're going to do little small wings, and we're only going to start halfway across the lid. So I'm going to show you that now. Tiny wee wing. So it almost just adds a little bit of depth. It also elevates the side of my eye, which I really like. Once you're at this stage, super easy, that's it, you're finished. all we're going to do is add mascara. This is the Milk Makeup Kush Mascara, and I'm just going to take a little bit of time getting nice thick top lashes and bottom lashes as well. Just a few coats of this, and that is the eye look done. It is so easy, but it looks just really nice. And you can see when I've got mascara on, it does tie in the liner a little bit more. Some of you guys might not like the idea of just doing half a wing, but I think it just opens up my eyes, it makes them look a lot bigger. If I bring the liner the whole way along, it can sometimes close down on my eyes. So this way, it just leaves them looking super open. It means that you can kind of see my lashes a little bit more, which makes them look thicker. And that mascara gives really nice volume. I remember the first time I used this, I really wasn't sure if I was going to like it, but I thought it was going to be much more natural, which I don't like. I like a nice chunky lash, and I just think that this is a really good one for it. Bottom lashes now, just taking my time, I don't want to make any mess. This is a super fresh look, so I'd rather do a couple of coats rather than try and build them up too much at the start. One thing you can do if you want just a little pop is grab your highlighter. This is Becca Opal again, and a little eyeshadow brush, and I'm just going to apply it right in the inner corner for a little bit of brightness. I think that looks really nice. Ta-da! And that is eyes done. But I just think it just does exactly what I want it to. So I'm going to shoot off camera really quick and do my eyebrows and my little freckle, and then I'll be back to finish the look. And the next part is actually the part that I'm really excited about, because it does change this look from being super natural to a little bit more party ready, like me. Okay, brows are done. I'm going to zoom you out. For the lips, I am super excited to tell you guys that this portion of the video is sponsored by M.A.C Cosmetics. If you guys didn't know, which I really hope you do, I brought out a lipstick with M.A.C last year. I'm a huge fan of their lip products. I think that M.A.C lipsticks were one of the first things that everyone bought when you kind of come of age in the makeup world. I think my first one ever was Cyber, which is I'll show you a picture, it is a super dark purple. The product that I'm going to show you guys today is one of the new Retro Matte liquid lip colours. So it is a liquid lipstick. These guys are so well known for being very long lasting, they do not budge. It is a liquid lipstick, so you put it on liquid, it dries down matte, and it lasts you all night, which is perfect. So M.A.C have so many different textures, but with their matte, they've got their retro matte liquid lipsticks, they've got their normal matte lipsticks, they've got their retro matte lipsticks, and then they've got their powder kiss lipsticks. So you've kind of got your different variations of matte. Your powder kiss lipsticks are almost like a really gorgeous sheer matte, and this is why I was so excited about this look, because I have been talking to you guys so much lately about a look. I'll start doing an eye look and then I'll leave it with the mascara and say you could just wear this with mascara and it's really nice, or you can add a lash, and I always add a lash. So this to me is the perfect going out colour. The colour I'm going to use is Carnivorous. You can see it is a super deep kind of burgundy brown red. It's so gorgeous on, so I'm really excited to show you guys. But this to me is the perfect going out makeup without the faff of eyeshadow and lashes and stuff, because all the focus is going to be on the lip. So the first thing I'm going to do is line my lips. I still like lining my lips no matter what kind of lipstick I'm wearing. So I'm going to use Night Moth Lip Liner by M.A.C, and I'm just going to line my lips just now. And I'm just going to take my time with this, because obviously it's a dark lip. You need to take your time. You need to take a little bit more time than if it was a nude. And I'm just going to drag the lip liner onto the lip a little bit. And this is why I would never do lip tutorials on Instagram. Okay, now I'm going to go in with the Retro Matte liquid. And I'm just going to take my time again. I'm going to go right over the lip liner to make sure it's all blended nice. I think that's such a nice colour. And you can see the pigment is so strong. And then I'm just going to give it a little while just to matte right down, just while I'm going around and perfecting the edges. The wand that comes with is really good. You don't really need a lip liner if you don't want. I'm just a creature of habit. There we go, we're starting to go really matte. So there you can see how matte they dry down. It is such a nice finish, and the pigment is amazing. The pigment is super strong. It is perfect for a dark lip. I always kind of say with nude lipsticks you can kind of dabble in either, but for me personally I absolutely love a liquid lipstick for a dark lip, because I know it's not going to budge. I know that it's going to stay exactly where I want it to all night, no matter how many beverages I have. And that, you guys, is the finished look. I hope you really liked it. It is just such a simple look, but it is so perfect for any occasion. Change up the lip. It can be an amazing daytime look. If you are a dark lip wearer, it is an amazing daytime look. You can just really play around with your lip colour for this kind of look and really change it up. So I hope you guys liked it. Thank you so much to MAC for asking me to be part of the Meet Your MAC campaign. Other than that, everything that I have used will be linked below, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye! I've got dog hairs, my hairs, all over me. Okay, is my daytime skin. Oh, my ear. Ah! I get new piercings. Really don't use that much powder when I'm doing a look like this. I can feel another dog hair in my face. You can just really play around with your magic marker. It also elevates the side of my eye, which I really like. Am I in focus? I do not know. And that, you guys, is the fit. Have I got lipstick on teeth? No, no lipstick on the teeth.